The kings of Israel who inherited the throne of Jeroboam continued the same idol worship. They worshipped the two golden calves of Jeroboam as the God of Israel. The people followed their king in the same manner. God has called it the way of Jeroboam. Following is the list of the kings of Israel who committed the sin of Jeroboam. Israeli kings worshipped two golden calves. Baal. Israel with 10 tribes went into captivity because of this sin. Jeroboam, 22 years. Nadab, son of Jeroboam, 2 years. Baasha, son of Ahijah, 24 years. Elah, son of Baasha, 2 years. Zimri, servant of Elah, 7 days. Omri, commander of army, 12 years. Ahab, son of Omri, 22 years. Ahaziah, son of Ahab, 22 years. I have given all the Bible references, you can read. Joram, son of Ahab, 12 years. Jehu, son of Jehoshabat, how many years? 28 years. Joash, son of Jehu, 17 years. Joash, son of Jehoahaz, 14 years. Jeroboam, son of Joash, 41 years. Zekakim, son of Jeroboam, 6 months. Shallum, son of Jabez, 1 month. Menachem, son of Gadi, 10 years. Pakika, son of Mehakem, 2 years. Pekah, son of Ramaliah, 20 years. Hoshea, son of Elah. With this, Israel as a nation ruling from Samaria perished. They were taken to captivity. The people of Judea also committed the same sin of idolatry. 2 Kings 17, 18, 20. More details are there. Go into the Bible. Go to the Bible and read more. Therefore, the Lord was very angry with Israel and removed them from his sight. There was none left but the tribe of Judah alone. Also, Judah did not keep the commandments of the Lord their God, but walked in the statutes of Israel which they made. Statutes of Israel, what is that? The same thing, two golden calves. And the Lord rejected all the descendants of Israel, afflicted them and delivered them into the hands of the plunderers, until he had cast them from his sight. Finished. So they lost. So the Old Testament is not a role model. So the God of Israel gave the 10 tribes of Israel into the hands of their enemy, Assyria, and they took the people of Israel as captives to their land. God sold the remaining 2 tribes belonging to the Judea as captives to Babylon. Thus, the nation of Israel ceased to exist. Let us see what has happened to Judah. 2 Kings 17:6. In the 9th year of Hoshea, the king of Assyria took Samaria and carried Israel away to Assyria and placed them in Halala and by the harbor, the river of Gozan, and in the cities of Medes. This is Israel, 10 tribes, Assyria. For so it was that the children of Israel had sinned against the Lord their God, who had brought them out of the land of Egypt, from under the hand of Pharaoh, king of Egypt, and they had feared other gods. 25:21. Then the king of Babylon, this is Judah, the last tribe. Then the king of Babylon struck them and put them to death at Rabilah in the land of Hamath. Thus Judah was carried away captive from its own land. Finished. So the promise, God's promise to King Solomon could not materialize. With this, God's promise through 2 Samuel 7:16 ceased to operate. And your home and your kingdom shall be established forever before you. Your throne shall be established forever. So the God of Israel came down from heaven in the name of Son of David to rebuild the broken throne of King David. He accomplished this by dying on the cross and resurrecting on the 3rd day, thus paying the price of sins of all the people of Israel. Now Jesus rules Israel, sitting on the throne on the right side of God in heaven. He is the eternal King David now. 2 Samuel 7:16 we have read many times. You saw that list of kings of Israel who followed the kingdom of Jeroboam and worshipped the 2 golden calves. God says that the remaining 2 tribes, which became the nation of Judea, given into the hands of the descendants of King David, also followed the sin of Jeroboam. Following is the list of kings of Judea during the relevant period. List of the names of the kings of Judah. King David, the first one, unified Israel, 40 years. Solomon, he ruled for 40 years. Rehoboam, son of Solomon, 17 years. Abijam, son of Rehoboam, 3 years. Asa, son of Abijam, 41 years. Jehoshabat, son of Asa, 25 years. Jehoram, son of Jehoshabat, he ruled for 8 years. Ahaziah, son of Jehoram, 1 year. Jehosha, son of Agisa, 40 years. Amasiah, son of Jehoshua, 29 years. Azariah, Uzziah, son of Amizah, 52 years. Jotham, son of Azariah, 16 years. Ahaz, son of Jotham, 14 years. Hezekiah, son of Ahaz, 29 years. Manasseh, son of Hezekiah, 55 years. Ammon, son of Manasseh, 2 years. Josiah, son of Ammon, 31 years. Jehoahaz, son of Josiah, 3 months. 19. Joachim, son of Josiah, 11 years. Joachim, son of Joachim, 3 months. Zedekiah, 11 years. End of reign of Judah king. We have already seen the end of reign in 2 Kings 25. A question to my beloved Muslim brothers and sisters for their discerning and edification. It's for you. You have seen the names of the kings of Israel and the kings of Judah, numbering over 40. Please find out how many of these names are found in the Muslims' Quran. You find only 2 names. 2 names, David and Solomon, Dawud and Sulaiman. What about the remaining 38? Now you know, the Quran is an incomplete book. Incomplete. Copying is incomplete. The fraud is also incomplete. You would find in the Quran the names of only 2 kings of Israel, namely King David, Dawud, and King Solomon, Sulaiman, alone in the Muslims' Quran. The remaining 38 plus names of the kings of Israel and kings of Judah have been omitted in the Quran. Does it mean that only 2 kings of the Jews were Muslims and the remaining kings were not Muslims? Now you also have to take a call whether this incomplete Quran is a full-fledged scripture book or is it a half-baked false scripture. Now is the time you have to answer this question for yourself and edification. You have to escape. You have to escape. Jesus offers you life.